What's going on, everybody? It's Go-Karts, Mini Bikes, and more, and I have some sad news. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be unable to put a 420cc engine on my Manco Dingo, mainly because I kind of ran into some issues when I test fitted the engine, not the 420, a 212. And don't get all excited, this isn't my engine, it's just my brother's mini bike engine, because I'm just using it for mock-up purposes, as his mini bike is sort of a paraplegic right now. I'm stripping it to paint the frame because, as most of you know, I painted the fenders, so he wanted the frame all nice and painted as well. But what the issue is with running a 420 is clearance. And what I mean by that is just with a 212 in here, I don't know if you guys can really see this. It's pretty tight in there as it is. If you look, that sprocket is right now right up, where are you? All right, is right up against the engine. Now, of course, I have to move it over anyways because, as you can see, that doesn't line up. So that's not a big deal. But if I were to put a 420 on this, the sprocket is already basically touching the mounting plate, and I wouldn't be able to move it over to the right as much as I would need. So I'd have to run a jack shaft to run the sprocket over on this side. And that's just a little bit more work than I'm ready to do because I kind of want this go-kart done and finished. And another thing is, I don't even have the riser in there right now. But another thing is, if you can see, the gas tank is already hitting the back of the seat. So I can't slide this up anymore. It's already hitting. And with the riser, it's even worse. So as you can see, it is a tight squeeze. The 212, as everyone knows, is small. And in the back of here, it looks humongous. So my plan is to just buy a 212 with a torque converter like this one. If you don't know where this torque converter came from for my brother's mini bike, I suggest you check out the video on this go-kart's original engine, and you'll see where that came from and and if you watch my last video, you'll see how I was able to fit this torque converter on this engine to fit in a Baja Heat mini bike. But that's not what this video is about. So, as you can see, the holes are lined up and everything as best I can without using bolts. And it's already a tight squeeze. So my plan is to just use a 212 and a torque converter for right now. And when I come into some money and some time, then I can fit a 420 in it to the specifications that it needs. For the 420, it'd have to move out and up a bit because the 212 gas tank's already hitting this seat rest. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I'd have to run a jack shaft through here and everything, and I just don't have the skills or the necessary tools to complete that job. So unfortunately, I have to stick with a 212, but as you guys have seen on my go-kart, I've explained this plenty. The 212 is a blast, even for only being 6.5 horsepower, and I believe with the governor removed, it makes about 9 horsepower, which I don't believe, but the 212 is fun. It probably won't be nearly as fun with this pizza-sized sprocket on there and the underpowered engine with the humongous 22 by 11 by 8 tires. But unfortunately, as of now, that's what it has to be, a 212. But I'll make it work. It should be really fun, and a lot cheaper also. So with the coupon, it'd be $100 for the engine. On Amazon, the torque converters are about $70, I believe. So it cut the cost down by oh gosh, about over $300, maybe $400 more or so. I don't know. You could do the math if you want to. But yeah, so that's the news. I'm going to have to use a 212cc on this off-road go-kart at the time, just to get it going. And I should have a video on that coming soon. I am in the process of getting my Azusa mini bike frame modified so I can paint it. I have to weld a bar across for longer pegs, and I have to weld on a chain adjuster, and I have to get the exhaust welded. So should be coming soon after paint. I will do a paint tutorial on how to paint a mini bike frame. So look out for that video. That should be coming out in a few weeks. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions as to how I could fit a 420 on this for down the road purposes, I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Check me out on Garage Amino at Go Karts, Mini Bikes, and More. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.